Hello and welcome to the Summer Experience Funding on Demand video. I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about this program. So please follow along. I want to go over the web pages which will help guide you through the entire process. So thanks to support from Oberlin alum and friends of the college, we have this need-based funding program to help cover those expenses related to your unpaid internships, music training programs, festivals, and the like of experiences we're going to go over more momentarily. This funding program is open to first years, sophomores, and seniors who are enrolled returning the following year. Unfortunately, graduating seniors are not eligible for this program. And please, if you are a third-year student, you should be in the Internship Plus program. So please click on this Internship Plus program page and it will take you there. There's also a helpful video over there in the FAQ if you want to watch about that. So let's go over this program. So what is the experience eligibility for summer experience funding? So internships need to be a total of 240 hours. So the minimum is 6 weeks, which would be 40-hour work week. Or you can spread it over the course of a number of weeks, just as long as the total is 240 hours. Undergraduate research is the same way, the 240 hours. Music festivals, music-based experiences are a minimum of 4 weeks, but they do not have to be together. They could be non-concurrent, as long as it totals 4 weeks. You can do a music competition, but this needs to include some extracurricular activities, master classes, professional development workshops. It can't just be the standalone music competition. Oh, and please note that independent projects or self-organized tours are not eligible experiences for musicians. Academic immersion programs. Oberlin offers some June block intensive courses that can be included in this program. So if you're interested in one or going to one, please reach out. And language immersion programs. So a lot of students like to go, for example, one is Middlebury that has a pretty intensive program. Make sure it's an intensive program, but if you have questions about any type of language immersion program, please email us at internships@, and we'll be happy to take a look to make sure your experience is eligible. 3-2 engineering students, you need to participate in the summer after your first year. And BA plus BFA integrated art students, you must participate in the summer between your 4th and 5th years. Traditional double degree students, you need to participate in your 3rd year. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out. What are funding eligibility requirements? This is a need-based, limited, competitive program, so please note that just because you apply, it does not guarantee that you will get funding. We will establish your need level with the Office of Financial Aid at the time that you submit your application. And I also need you to understand that awards are based on your need level and what you put in this budget sheet that we will go over here, up to $4,000. I need you to understand that this year the focus is on unpaid experiences. Paid experiences will not be eligible for funding due to the limited funding that we have available this year. In this worksheet, which we'll go over in the next section, but it is a very helpful downloadable worksheet that you could use now up until the time that you are ready to apply to start calculating those expenses for your internship, music-based experience, whatever you have coming this summer, because you'll have to upload that to the application. We will go in more details momentarily, and you'll have to include that offer letter, which we will go over the details of what that looks like as well. What can expenses help with? Travel, local transportation, commuting, housing, food expenses. This year we have $120 per week for those lower cost, mid cost areas. up to 150 for those high cost areas per week for the number of weeks that you will be at that internship. And those program fees. So fees directly related to your program experience or music festival. So that would be like registration fees, music festival tuitions, fee-based programs. Fee-based programs, that's usually for somebody that might have a research opportunity at a field school, something like that. But it has to be identifiable. Please note that your funding is not intended to serve as compensation. It is for the purposes of helping to offset the costs, not to completely fund. So please make note of that. And there are some helpful links on this page for, looking for affordable housing. But also on that budget worksheet, there are some great links to help you find those as well. And then this section also will talk about it gives you a whole list of people's past experiences and where they went if you need some inspiration. This box below, when the application opens up in mid-January, it will have that link, but there's also a wonderful link that we're going to go to next that is a complete application and expectation guide for you to review. So here we go. On this page, we are going to go over everything that you need before you apply, to apply, and then some things thereafter. So to begin, a few things that you will need to do is schedule a resume review with a career advisor. So in this box here, there is a little button for you to click that will take you to Handshake to schedule that appointment with a career advisor. There is also Oberlink, which is a great resource for you to connect with alumni and peers, and actually our career advisors, they have group pages. So there's a wonderful guide here that will help you log in for the first time if you have not, and to join career communities. You can join one, you can join a few, you could join them all. There's really some wonderful tips for you to explore there to help you explore your career path. And the career conversations, please note it says here to complete before your experience ends. You do not have to have this done before you apply, but I want you to be aware that you will need to have these done before that experience ends because you will need to include those in your Digication. So there's a wonderful guide here to help you with your conversation. So I just take a moment here to click here. And it tells you exactly what you're going to be looking for. You can save that to a PDF, Word document, and you'll include those in your Digication later. So you're ready to apply. You've got that internship. A couple of things to note. When you're ready to apply, you go click on the application link. I've tried to include everything here for you that you will need because sometimes we will click ahead in the application just trying to look ahead and you accidentally submit that application. Please note that is okay. Just email us at internships@ and let us know. We can fix it. But try not to do that. I have laid it all out here. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need, and there is some wonderful, helpful, downloadable sheets that I'll have for you to include. So we're going to go over this now. So you secure your summer experience, you need an offer letter because that will be uploaded. What does that offer letter need to have? It needs to state the organization name and the location, whether you're going to be hybrid or in person. Your supervisor contact information. Some of you might not have your supervisor just yet, so as long as it has the person you've been corresponding with, that is all right as well. Because we will be reaching out to confirm that you'll be there. Duration of the experience. So I need to know the length of your experience. So start, end dates, how many hours a week you're going to be working. Again, that's 240 for those of you with research or general internships, music-based, 4 weeks. And compensation. Your letter must state that you are unpaid because, again, the focus is on unpaid experiences for this program. Oh, note, if you don't get like an official letter, that's okay. As long as you send me the signed one, not just the document that, has a space for your name, or if you have a lengthy offer letter email, we'll call it. It stipulates everything in there. You can download it as a PDF and upload that. I'm going to skip to this job description and experience description real quick. If your offer letter states your title and what you're going to be doing, you can upload that twice. No need to do a separate document. If it doesn't, just simply write up a document of what you're going to be doing, or include the job description that you applied for. Or those of you with a music-based experience, or you don't have a description, just write something up. Those of you with multiple opportunities this summer, you can just write something up simply in one document to upload. You will need to prepare an application essay. So right here is what, please include your name and the organization that you're going to be participating with at the top of your essay. And then here is the question for you, exactly what you need to have, so you can write that up now and have it ready, because you'll have to upload it. The program waiver. I get many questions exactly what this is. This is a legal, approved legal document from our legal department, simply stating that you are going to participate in this program, you understand the requirements, and that you agree to take a responsibility for yourself and your actions. So you will just click this document here, and it will take you to the document to download, sign, have it ready, because you will upload it. A note to conservatory students or double degree students that are doing more of a music-based or performance type of experience, you will have to either upload your registration receipt or an email confirming that registration, as well as having the Oberlin reference or primary studio instructor that is your sponsor for that program. And then we get to the budget. So this year we're going to actually have you upload a budget worksheet. So I have included that here for you on a helpful button. We're going to go over what that looks like on this worksheet. So the eligible expenses, travel costs, daily commuting, food, lodging, and program fees. So program fees, of course, directly related to that experience. So those registration, participation fees, any type of program tuitions. But please, summer coursework alone is not an eligible experience. This worksheet you can download and start calculating your costs right away, because you will be able to upload this worksheet right to the application when it comes time. So why not start putting those calculations out now, and as you get closer to being ready to apply, you can update them accordingly and have it ready. There's also some really helpful websites for you to consider looking at if you need help. So yay, congratulations, you've been approved, your application went through. We're going to give you a direct deposit. Oh, let me back up. Okay, great, you've submitted your application. We may reach out to you. You will be hearing from us when you do apply. You may need, we might need some additional information from you, so you will hear from us. We will review all applications that come in for completeness. And upon everything that looks good, it will go to the review committee, and you will receive an email when that happens. That way you can calculate that 3-week time frame of review period before you should be hearing something about your award. I just wanted you to note that. So yay, you get past that, it's reviewed, you get your congratulations email, wonderful. Well, now I need you to understand about direct deposit, which you could do this ahead of time. So funding awards need to be in the direct deposit allocation. Because you're a student worker, yes, I realize that you're on payroll, but award funding looks a little bit different. So here in this guide, I have a picture of what your accounts payable section needs to look like, but I'm going to walk you through exactly what that looks like. But there is also here this very helpful guide that can help you get to that. But I'm actually going to take you over to overview to walk you through what that looks like. Okay, so to show you exactly how to get to your direct deposit allocation based on the guide that's there, you're going to go log into Overview and in the top search bar type in direct deposit allocation. Search and open up your direct deposit allocation. This is going to take you right into how you either get payroll or to get set up for your account. So the top information, if you're a student worker, yes, that should be active, but award money is different than payroll. So if you scroll down, the section you need to pay attention to is accounts payable deposit. That is how you will receive your direct deposit for your award funding. So if you see banking information, if you go over to the status on the right-hand side and you see that it is active, you are set up correctly. Yay! You're going to get your money. If you see no banking information, you need to add it in there. The controller's office will hold your funding until you either get that set up, and if you don't, unfortunately, I'm going to be chasing you, and you might end up with a paper check mailed somewhere that's on file. So, if you get this done now, you don't have to worry about it. It's set up. All right, so thank you for that, because please be aware, if you don't have that done, it's going to be halted up in the controller's office that your accounts payable or that your direct deposit is not set up and they are not going to release your funds yet. So make sure this is done ahead of time. You have it done, you see that active status, boom, you're done. A quick note to international students, because I want to make this aware. Unfortunately, you all could be taxed up front on your award. So some things that to be aware of. You send in your application, it's approved, it's going to go off and to be paid. You will get an email from Human Resources. It does look a little sketch, so I want you to be aware that you will be getting something from Sprintax that is a legitimate email on some forms that you need to fill out. It is a web-based software that helps determine the taxability of your experience. You could be taxed, you could not be taxed, but until you fill those forms out, we won't know. And please be aware, if you do not do this step, unfortunately, Human Resources will tax you 30% right off the top. So make sure that when you are doing your calculations that you kind of account for that because it comes right off the top before you receive it. All right, everything goes well, you're having fun, you've done your experience. Well, now you have some end of summer assignments that I need you to be aware of. So we're going to go over that on what that looks like. There's going to be a Blackboard resource that will tell you everything that you need to do in order to complete those. It will also contain professionalism guide in case you need it. It will also contain those NACE competencies as a PDF so that you know what those are. It will also contain, should you need any kind of health resources or mental health options during the summer, some resources that are available to you. It will also help you through your digital portfolio. What does that mean? Well, for your digital portfolio, you're going to have to include a professional looking photo of yourself. You will reflect on your summer experience following the prompts, and I will include that for you. You will have the prompts up front ready to download so that you can put your answers either while you're working in your experience, participating in your experience, so that when it comes time to do this, it's a simple copy-paste. Oh, look, there's the career conversations. So yes, you will take those conversations that you either had earlier or that you did during your experience and include those as part of your digital portfolio. And you're going to upload any media. So you're going to want to take some pictures of yourself during the experience, what you're doing. Have somebody take pictures of you. Any videos that you might like to include if you're performing, logos of the company. Any links that you might like to kind of show off what you've done this summer and the work that you've accomplished. This is your work to show off what you've done this summer. So in the Blackboard resource, it will include how to change the background. It will include a guide on submitting. So when you submit, Just because you submit once doesn't mean that, oh, I misspelled, or I want to include this, or I thought about this. You can submit as many times as you need to throughout that process. It is not a problem. You just follow that guide. I'm dry. You just follow that guide, and it really is a helpful article to help you accomplish that. But we're also here to help you, so don't feel bad about reaching out. So everything that you need. One thing I want you to be aware of is to take pictures, because in Digication, in the instructions, will be that self-evaluation link. What's included in there? There will be some Likert scales to not only rate yourself in those NACE competencies. There's 8 of them. You'll be rating yourself on all of them, but your reflection will be more on 1, 2, couple of them, whatever you choose. There'll also be some Likert scales on your organization, what it was like to work there, how you felt about your supervisor and their communication. You will also include a short description of your internship, what your role was, what you did. And you will also have to include a photo of yourself during your internship in action. So we want to see those. Why? We include those into our Career Insights booklet that is a physical and a digital copy to kind of showcase what students do with the summer experience funding over their summer. It is a great way to kind of show how we help you do that. So that's what that's included in that evaluation. It will also be available here, but it is attached to the Digication, so it's in one spot. Something else you have to do, because I talked about the generosity of Friends of the College and donors. There is a donor appreciation. So as part of it, you will be emailed a link that you either could submit a letter or a video of appreciation. I created this guide that gives you some steps on what to include, because the donors do get notified of who, what, and where, what you did. They like to know where and how helpful their funding has been. So this is your thank you. Include your name and overview of what you did, thanking them on how their funding helped make your internship possible. If you do that as a letter, you can also do that as a video as well. So there are some great tips here on this sheet to use, as well as some tips for recording. Obviously, good lighting, dress professional, things like that. And you also can email, I will include in the email that you'll receive on it, a way to get some help if you need some help with making sure that your either letter or video is okay. Down in this little box below will be the application, a link to the application, or a little button once that application opens up mid-January. So we will have the FAQ, well, we do have the FAQ, and it is updated. So some important dates. The application will open up mid-January and remain open through May 1st. It will be on a rolling review period beginning January 2nd, so anything gathered before that will be included in that, and then just continue on until we reviewed them all. How this works, I kind of explained a little bit before. So once we get your application, it will be reviewed for completeness. We'll reach out if we need anything, but if it looks good, it goes over to the review committee. You get an email that it went to the review committee, and you can expect 3 weeks beyond that communication for a notice on your application status. So say you apply in late February and you get, congratulations, you've been funded in March. You're not going to get your money right away. However, when you will is we will start doing those distributions the beginning of April, mid-April, through till when everybody that has been approved is paid. So we will be in constant communication with you about that process. In our FAQ, this wonderful video will be living in this space here for you. So if you need to refer back or need some additional information, it will be right here. There's also some funding question, special circumstances, and selection process that are here with some additional questions that we have been asked that might be helpful for you to review. I'm not going to go over all of this with you. Please review it on your own, and if you do have any questions at any point in time, please reach out to internships@oberlin.edu. We are here to help you through this process. And one thing that I do want to mention, skipping back to the evaluation real quick, we do listen and read those evaluations. They have invaluable information, and how we update and run this program every year is based on your feedback. So it is important to include that. And I want to thank you for your time and listening. And if you have any questions at any point in time along the way, again, internships@, and we are here to help you. Thank you so much.